Alright, so this is the Go box that I've been working on. Did a little work on it here a couple weeks ago. Next step is to see if the radios will get in there. What it is it's an old plastic. It's a plastic trunk. I got it laying on its side, and that's how I'm going to operate it. But with the radios and everything in it, I want to be able to set it up how it's supposed to set and transport it with everything in there hooked up, ready to go. Plan on, if it all fits, putting a connector here, putting some UHF bulkheads in. Gonna have HF, UHF, VHF in here, maybe even SDRs. I got a Raspberry Pi that I'm running for digital modes right now, and I got two RTL SDRs that I can hook to that and also do SDR stuff. So I might have a bulkhead coming out for that. But the idea is to have the radios in there all hooked up and run out. So if I go camping or do a POTA or something, I can put the stuff in here and use it. So here's what it looked like open. I do have my power in here now, so it would set open like that. And like I said, it's not finished, not painted or anything yet, but this is my power for everything. Got Anderson power poles. I got USBs. I kind of burned up the inverter that's in here. This is a Hardened Power Systems juice box G2. I got two Dakota lithium 10 amp hour batteries in there, the LifePo 4 batteries, 10 amp hours a piece, so two of them, that's 20 amp hours. This will charge off solar. It'll also charge off AC, and do 30 amps max out. There's a breaker for it there, 30 amps max on both of the power poles. These are 3 amps, 5 volts USBs. So there's that. And the idea is for the HF radio to sit up above it, and then the UHF VHF to sit over here, and then below the UHF VHF down here I'll have the Raspberry Pi, and all that'll be hooked together. Like I said, run cables behind. I left space so I can run the cables down behind everything, make it look nice, and then hopefully put bulkheads in over here. All this wood is not attached to anything yet, but plan on attaching it to this box if it'll work. If not, I'll have to get a different tote. The reason for this, the way that I'm making it, is I'm radio poor. I have a few, but I only have one HF radio, and I've set everything up to be modular kind of. So I've used for the UHF VHF radio that's going to go in here, and the HF, I use some metal cases for them. They're from a company called TACCOM. This is one. This is my HF radio. It is a Yaesu FT891, and that is the case. This sits on my desk. All that can stay in there, and then of course I can hook up all my digital stuff, still hooked to it, everything. That's how I would take it loose, and then I could put it in here. This is hard to do with one hand, but I can put it inside here, inside the case still. Obviously that's not exactly where it's gonna be sitting, but that's the reason for it. Like I said, the UHF VHF's in a similar type case, a little bit smaller, and that sits on the desk too. So those can just be unhooked from the antennas and power in the house, be put into this, rehooked back to power and everything, and then taken out. And then all I have to do is set up an antenna when I go out, instead of spending 2 hours, getting radios out of totes and replugging everything up and all that. So that's what I got going on.